Florida.
Sorry, I didn't get that location.
The Villages. You tell me every day. Okay, welcome guys. We are live. I am live. Alex isn't here. So tonight may be a longer video. We will add timestamps as soon as we can to the video. We are making 2 cards and an envelope for the 2 cards. I just have to pause that. There we go. So I'm here all by myself. So while I'm crafting, I'm not going to be totally answering questions. I will get your questions in between and I'll take a little break so I can get your questions. And please put your questions in all caps. Also look for the answers in the chat. Jamie and Lynn and Sue, they are always trying to answer your questions in the chat. If you're on Facebook, you're not seeing all the chat. So if you're on Facebook, you won't see the answers in the chat unless you come over to YouTube. So we are live on YouTube as we are every Thursday night at 8 p.m. We are live on my Facebook page. We are live in my Facebook group, Paper Crafting with Melody Lane, and in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. Yeah, just 2 groups, my page, YouTube. And some of you have messaged me that you got my pins. So glad you guys got my pins. So today, first we're going to be making this card. Isn't that fun? And I have found some things. This is the 5th card I've made in this design. Louise Beauregard, made the first file for me in Design Space, designed it in Design Space. But I guess Lori Whitlock was the first one that came up with the design of the kind of box that it is, and then many people copied her. So, but it does full flat, and I made an envelope in Design Space, so we're gonna do that. I made a few mistakes here, and I figured out one of the mistakes, I think. And see the little snail? I had to cut a little slit because I wasn't following my own rules. Don't make it wider than the piece here. You can up here like where that part is, but not this low. But he's still good. You guys see him? And you guys can't even see. There's more back here. This one has a lot of acetate on it. And then we're going to do an envelope that does all this. If I forget the envelope, please remind me. And then we're going to do one like this. This one we did in our monthly crop. We spent 2 hours on this. We're not doing that tonight. But I did that. It took so long because everybody was creating it with me. So they had to see how I did it, then do it themselves. So it takes longer. So I may be going quicker tonight. If you're trying to follow along, it might not be easy to follow along while I'm live. If you have it all cut out and ready to go, you can start it and you can watch it. But if you need more direction on it, then watch it later. Pause the video, because the best way to learn anything is to pause the video and do what I show you. So if you're cutting this out later, pause the video. There's not really, it's not hard to make. You just have to know how to do the inside parts. And the rest is pretty easy. And we also did this Easter one. There is a video on the Easter one already. Okay, and I will not be here on Tuesday. There will be no video at noon on Tuesday. My family is here, so I'm going to take a little time off. I will be here on Thursday night. Okay, shall we get started? Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Linda, Kimberly, Bobby, Jennifer, Bonnie, Judy, Jody, Glenda, Stephanie, Betty, Millie, Patricia, Leanne, Bibi, Carol, Lena, Peggy, Barbie, Ellen, Trish, Jerry, Jean, Kathleen, Susan, Jolie, Diane, Barbara, Cindy, Kathy, Claire, Deetra, Jennifer, Laura, Ann, Dawn, Linda, Donna, Jackie, Sheila, Cynthia, and Patty. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Okay, Kimberly Hanlon asks, does Cricut acetate have a peel-off film? Yes, it does. It does have a film to peel off. Some of their foil acetate doesn't. And I know some of you have foil acetate. You might not have the clear acetate. I do have a link in the description for the clear acetate, and I do get a small commission when you purchase from any of my links in the description. But especially for this gnome card, I was thinking if you have the holographic foil acetate, I think it would be really pretty. Like, I was thinking, oh man, I should have tried it with the foil acetate with the holographic. It's so pretty, and I think, especially with the gnome and the rainbows, it would be really fun to have that, or even with the acetate that has the stars on it, or even polka dots. I think you could use the foil acetate, and it would just be fun with that. Okay. First, let me show you how to find these projects. I design all my projects in Design Space. I don't use an outside program. I find Design Space easy to use, and there's so much in there, you can design anything. So let's go to supporter projects. If you support my channel at only $2, you get, it's $2 on Patreon, you get access to over 900 projects. There could be more than that now. I haven't looked at the number yet lately. And then you get a password. So when you click on supporter projects, you will come here, but I've already put my password in. It'll ask for a password. If you do not have the password, or if you do not support the channel, then you can go to start here. You can view projects. So you can view them. You can filter by the different types and the different themes, and you can search if you want to get an idea of what I have. That is not all of my projects. There's only 700 in the start here. So we are going to go, all of these are, they're also in the theme new. When they're new, I put them here, but they're also in the filter type pop-up card. Pop-up cards, wait a minute. I have two pop-up cards. There we go. I need to fix that. Oh, so that one is in the wrong one, I think. There's the Easter one. It is. I'll have to fix that after the video. But they will all be in pop-up cards. I don't know what the difference is of why. So here's the birthday one. I don't know why there's two. Are there three? Oh, that's pop-out cards. Okay. So first we're going to do the gnome. Oh, they're both right here. Pop-up cards. Okay. So when you come here, you just click open, and Cricut will open a page, and you just click open again, and then you will get this pop up. If you do not have access, you are going to be charged for the images because they are included in Cricut Access, and Cricut does not allow you to use images unless you own them, pay for them, or get Cricut Access. So we're going to hit customize, or yours will say edit a copy. Yes, you can use the plastic from the front of the paper packs. That is also acetate. So if you buy Cricut paper, you can use that plastic that comes on it. Okay, so here's the project. There is a lot in the project. I had to add this after I started creating it because my rainbow was falling. I put this together and it was, oh my gosh, it would not hold up. It was just limp because I put too much stuff on it. So I had to figure out a way to help it. Okay, so here's the project. If you like it like this, all you have to do is click make it. I did change this little snail to yellow because where I decided to put him, I didn't like him in purple, although he's still in purple. And I added a butterfly and I took one of them away that I don't like. You will see it because I have it cut out. And just added a few extra things. So, oh, I want to show you. So even if you're not cutting this project, when you're cutting things, anytime you see this light gray in my projects, this is all acetate. But I want you to know you can save space on your mat by moving these things. And I certainly did. I think I got it all on one mat, but at the time I didn't have that piece. And also, I have these two little pieces. I'll show you. They're not really needed. I didn't know until I made it if they were needed or not, but I wanted them there just in case. So I just want to kind of show you how you can save room. Then you can move these over to move object. Hello, hit it with the right button. And it's just going to throw it up here, but we can, will it fit this way? Yeah, fit that there. And then you can move those pieces too. But I also want to show you, because we are doing a rainbow and every color will be like this, taking up all this space, but you can move the little pieces underneath the rainbow. So you're only using this amount of paper. Same with all the colors on the rainbow. You can turn them to help, just as long as they don't touch each other. And then you get the picture, right? Same with the yellow. Look at all the space that's wasted. So totally move the images. And I think you could, see, look, move that there. You could probably get this guy over on the other page. If you do not like little pieces, it might be better to cut, this is the gnome, to cut him out of vinyl. I did not cut him out of vinyl. I did use paper. Like, you can move these up. Just to save paper, you can even move these. So always look through all of your pages before you get started. Okay, are we ready to get started? Oh man, is that overwhelming or what? It is overwhelming, I have to say. That is only one of the projects. That is the gnome card. The other one I have on a side table next to me on some black craft board. So when we're done with this one, we're gonna bring the other one over. Can you tell? You just gotta pick a place to start. You have to separate everything. So I was going to do some of this ahead of time. I barely did anything, not because I didn't have time, but because I wanted you to see it and you not to be overwhelmed and you to figure out how to choose what you're going to do first. Okay? All right. So this is what we're doing. I'm just going to, well, I want you guys to kind of see him. We'll put him there. Okay, so what I did is I have all my acetate, most of it up in this corner. What we're going to do first is we're going to do all the little pieces because I don't want to lose the little pieces. So we're going to put those together first. All the things that go on these little things the flowers. So I'm just going to, I separated all my pieces for my gnome are like right here. That's his little nose and his beard. I did use, this is Cricut texture foam. This has been discontinued, but I still have a lot of it. I didn't use it a lot, but I thought it was perfect for his beard. I also am using it for the clouds in the rainbow. I also thought felt would be fun to use on the clouds and the beard. If you don't have this, you could always use felt. Yes, or print and cut. But if you're going to print and cut the gnome, you would need to make the background, the offset, white. I have the offset on him as the acetate. So it's kind of like a clear, it's hard to see him in there. But he's like, see how he's clear? You can't see it all, but he's holding that flower. He's got little shoes under there. And the gnome, I did take a picture and shared that on Facebook. The gnome by himself is so freaking cute. He would be great on the front of any card. And I love the rainbow too. Isn't that rainbow fun? Okay, so I separated the gnome here. He has little pieces here that look like they're garbage. They look like pieces that you would throw away. So be careful when you're cutting the gnome. To keep all these little pieces. And to put him together, I am going to have to look at him in Design Space. I will have to see him in order to know where the pieces go. It's kind of like a puzzle. If you don't like puzzles and you just want simple cards, this is not the card for you. But this is what I call fun. Okay, so I'm going to start with these flowers. These tulips are right there. So they're right in front of this guy. And I have one going either way. You could have them the opposite way if you want to. I don't think it matters. But I have them going this way. They have extra leaves. These, even though they look really close in color, I use different color green. There, you can tell they're a little different color. You could go around them with a green marker if you wanted to. I don't know where my green marker went. I used it today. And you can kind of see where this goes. And before I glue anything, I'm going to place the leaves on here. See how it kind of matches the outside here? And then this one fits like that. So I'm just going to glue these down. And put glue on the back. And I'm using the Barely Art glue. Nightbot has a link to the Barely Art glue from Meme Made It site. You can use art glitter glue also. They're a lot alike. Oops. Now I picked this one up and dropped it. I have to make sure I'm putting glue on the right side. Because even when I did this card, I put glue on the wrong side of one of my images. And I figured it out really fast and took it off and wiped it off. And I don't even know which one it was. I can't even tell. Okay, so we have those. And then we have the tulips. There are one tulip in each color that's a little bit different. The petals are not as deep. And I can see that there's one for each one. So it looks like it fits there. And I don't know if some of these are upside down, but as long as they fit and look okay, that's what I'm doing. So this one has a yellow one. and this one has a red. So this one with the yellow, I know the other two are going to be red, and this one with red, I know the other two are going to be yellow. Because that's the way I made them. You can use any color you like. I feel like that one's not fitting, so I'm going to turn it over, and it will fit better this way. Okay. I feel like that one goes there. I'm looking at the points at the top and the points of the top here and trying to match them up. This one doesn't matter too much, I don't think. So now I'm just going to go ahead and glue these flowers on, and then we'll have these two flowers done. So when you have all the pieces and it, whoops, that one moved. It's overwhelming. Just kind of separate them. This flower right here for the gnome, I know it's the biggest flower goes with the gnome. I don't know which yellow center goes in this flower. It's one of the biggest ones, but I have two big ones over there. So I am not going to, we're going to do this guy next, or maybe the snail. I'm not going to put the middle on this one until I have all the flowers set up and ready to go or all glued. Then I'll know which one it is. Oops, I forgot to glue this piece. Oh, you're flying around. Get back over here. And I'm going to get your questions in a little bit. So if you have questions, go ahead and ask your questions. You can put glue just right on the green part. Jamie is helping me collect the questions. So when it comes time where I'm going to sit and answer questions, I'll have them. But also when you're asking questions, look for your answers in the chat. Thank you, Joan. Okay, we got these guys done. They do have a score line here at the bottom, and they will be folded up like that. See, no, that wasn't too long. Our place looks a little more cleaned up. We're just going to set these over here. Let's go ahead and do one of the snails. I did pre-do one of the snails. This is the one that I turned to yellow instead because I didn't even glue him on or anything. I just kind of, wait a minute, this guy's stuck on the flowers. There. I just kind of stuck him in the slot up here. And the reason I thought he would be better in yellow is because the purple flowers right there. I just think the yellow with those. But when I made him, I wasn't sure where I was going to put him. So that's why I think he'd be better in yellow there. Also, we have this piece like that. So you can put him in a slot or put him in the center of the box. Or if you don't want to do that, you can use this piece to put the snail on, and you could just like glue him to the bottom in here or somewhere if you want to. You don't have to use this, but if you are using this, you don't really need this. It doesn't hurt to stack it, but it's not needed. So I'm not going to do it. And you put, oh wait, this goes this way because already, oh wait, no, I'm right. This goes this way. I wanted them to go separate ways. You can put them the same way if you want to, if you're using just cardstock with no bad sign. This little snail guy goes down first. You'll see a little slit right here. That slit is to tell you that this gets glued on top of that. And I saved you lots of pieces. This had, I turned them to draw. This had all these little cuts in here, and it cut out his face. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to glue him down first. I guess he's a him. Maybe the purple or yellow one is a her. This one's a him. You have to name your snails. I didn't. So this has that little cut, and we'll show you that goes right on top of that. There, we're done with the snails. See, we got a clean area now. So you just got to start and do it. Kimberly says you have 2 mugs also listed in the projects. In what projects? I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, so this is the acetate for the gnome. Can see the shape? It's kind of hard to see. So the flower goes on the right side. I guess if you did it the other way, if you're just using paper, I don't think it would matter. Whoops, I'm putting his hat the wrong way. And you guys cannot see the acetate at all. I'm gonna see, let me cut this paper. See if I put it on this paper, if you'll see it better. Can you see it any better? Maybe. So we're not going to glue anything down until we get it all set up. And this does not layer over any of it. Nothing layers on top of it. This flower, I think, goes a certain way, maybe like that. I don't know. His nose goes under his hat, but it does not touch his hat. There is space between every single cut on him. Oh, there's mugs under the pop-up cards? Is that what you're saying? Another thing I need to fix? I didn't notice that. Okay, now his beard goes right under his nose, and remember there's space between each image. So you can see the background color. And then his feet are easy to figure out where they go. Although, I'm not sure which foot goes where yet. I might need to look at Design Space, and I don't have that. Let me come over here and look. I have it on the Make It Cut It part. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at right now. So these little pieces, this one goes near his hand. This one is his other arm. His hand's kind of sticking in his pocket, I'm assuming. And his feet go there. Okay. Oh, the mugs are listed twice. Okay, gotcha. If I make one extra space or one letter not capital, it adds a whole new thing. So thanks for that. I will fix that too. Okay. This one, it has a little more shallower cut here. That goes on this side because that's what I see in Design Space. So this one will go here. And wait, we got to move his head up a little. Move his nose up a little. Move his beard up a little. That's why we didn't have room for his shoes. Okay, we know where his hand goes. He's holding the flower. Oh no, I'm missing a little piece for his flower. It's just a tiny little piece. And I don't see it. But I have this tiny little piece. I can cut that and glue that there and it will work. I don't think that goes to anything. Okay, we got one of these pieces. This goes here. These little points on these pieces are like under his beard. This one goes here. This is the puzzle part. And then this part has a little wavy edge. That's where his fingers are. So that goes over here. And I have it upside down. Flips over the other way. And then this piece goes with the thinner point at the top. Okay, we're just gonna set that there. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with this hat right now. And the rest of it is not this hard. He's like the hardest. The rest, the flowers and everything is pretty easy. The mushrooms are really easy. So we're gonna do this, we're putting it up here so we can see a little bit of an offset. And put his nose on. You could shade his nose or something too if you wanted to. I'm not going to because that will make the video so much longer. And we got 2 cards to do. So I'm just going to keep going. The foam and the acetate take a long time to dry. They will move around a lot until it's dry. So I'm just gonna go for this next piece. And you guys, I can't do this and watch the chat too much. I can glance up a little bit. So I'm gonna have to rewatch the video myself and read the chat. And if you have questions that do not get answered, please feel free to put them in the comments after the video is ready. On YouTube, you can ask in the comments. Oops. Yes, I did use offset to set these up, to set up the gnome. The gnome is made in Design Space more for vinyl use because none of the pieces touch and it had nothing to layer it onto. So I used the offset feature to create something but we're gonna, he also came with a different flower. This is not the flower because if we would have used the flower the gnome came with, we would have had to use vinyl because it was like a sunflower with tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. It was not made for paper. It was made for vinyl. So I had to change the flower because there was no way I was going to do that. And I wanted this gnome because I thought he was cute. I liked him holding a flower. There was just no way we could do that flower. And then we just have this one last piece. Oh, and his feet. Whoops. I lost a shoe. Oh, and that little piece of stem from the flower. Okay, so we're all done except for the yellow part for the center of the flower. And his beard is not completely dry. You can see the back of him. That glue will dry clear once it's dry. So I'm just gonna set him over here. You know what? I kind of want to do the clouds on the rainbow, and once I put the rainbow together, it wanted to fall like really flat like this. Like it was limp. So I created this to help give it more sturdiness, to stabilize it. So we're gonna put these clouds on. I wanna put these on because I want them to dry a little bit before I do the other rainbow part. And I need to look, because these clouds go a certain way. Let me bring up the rainbow. I'll let you guys see what we're doing. So we need the rainbow to go this way. See, this circle here is a little bit smaller than this one, and it's also the same on this one. And look at the rainbow pieces. So this is why we have to put the clouds on first, so we can kind of line up these red pieces, because I had to keep flipping them over to see which goes on first. So this is why you need to look at it in Design Space as you glue it down. Before you glue down each piece, make sure it's going the right way. I did the purple one wrong. You can't tell, but I did. I glued, this bottom part was over here. So it doesn't look the best, but you don't notice it, and it's kind of hiding behind the gnome anyway. So if you do make a mistake, just go with it. You cannot make this card on the joy, because this piece here, this big piece, you need a lot of scoring. That's just too big to do on the joy. So I wouldn't even attempt it on the joy, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back over here. So it looks like both of these clouds were going the same way. So I'm just going to glue the clouds down. And I'm putting them so there's like an offset around the clouds here. Jamie is over on Facebook trying to answer questions. Jamie is a superwoman, because the people on Facebook cannot see the answers on the YouTube chat. So thank you, Jamie. I really appreciate you. Okay. I'm going to set this aside and let this dry a little bit, because I noticed when I started trying to put the things on, I was moving the clouds. So I actually quit for the night last night. It was 8 p.m. I spent the whole entire day creating the file and then making it, cutting it all out. It does take a long time to cut out. There are a lot of mats, a lot of colors. So this is not a 30-minute project. So I'm going to set this over on the gnome just to let him dry. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to show you these pieces. These go behind these. I don't think they're needed, so I didn't use them. When I first was doing this, some of the flowers, they have to have acetate behind them just because they're like thin and they were weak, and I just felt like they needed something. So I went ahead and made them for these two. But like I said, I'm not using these. Okay, we don't need this. Let's do these flowers. So I'm going to, well, let's do the mushrooms. The mushrooms are kind of easy. There are 2 mushrooms, and they go different ways. I don't know if it matters which way. So the red goes there. That one's wrong. There we go. The blue, and I found putting the blue on first made it easier. I just kind of see which way it fits best. And then the yellow goes under here. And these are the exact same size, so it doesn't matter where you put what. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make these. I do want this to fit though. So I just want to check and make sure this will fit and cover up all the white. These mushrooms would be great in other projects too, I think. And if you have not worked with Design Space or their images and you don't have access, if you want to purchase an image, like they're only 99 cents, and once you use it, it's yours for absolutely ever. There is a little cutout on these to show you where the yellow is, but I just saw it on the other side. I should have flipped them, but it doesn't matter. The yellow goes around that blue, and I'm just going to see which way it fits. There, fits just like that. Right? Did I just flip it? No. And if you hear snoring, that's my dog, Koby. He is sleeping behind me, and when I'm done and ready to relax for the night, he'll stand there and bark at me. Okay, we're going to do the next one. Yay, Shirley! I don't know why I'm saying yay, Shirley, but I see other people saying yay, Shirley. Okay, what I've noticed is the wider part of the yellow goes towards the part he's like pointing to. See how it kind of curves over that way? Right, so that, yeah, okay. Okay, do you guys think this is too hard for you so far? If you think it's easy, put a so simple emoji if you are one of my channel supporters. If you are a channel supporter for $4.99, you get these projects. You get the password on my community page. Okay, we got the mushrooms done. Now we're going to do the flowers. The flowers are not hard. There's just lots of pieces. So I'm going to separate them by color. Just make it easier. And then we're going to separate the green parts. Well, I guess we don't have to really. And you could put little gemstones instead of the yellow parts of the insides if you wanted to. Could also make them any color you want. Yes, it's easy. It just takes patience just to sit and do it. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I'm missing an orange one. Okay, see the shape of this? It matches the shape of this. So those go together. I'm gonna set that here. I thought I had more of those. I don't know if I'm missing something. All the ones with this shape are the purple ones, if you kept them in that same color. And there's some smaller ones. Those are still purple. So I'm just gonna match these up. This is still pretty simple, right? Now this shape, there's a blue and an orange. Same, it's the same shape, it's just the bigger one. It's blue and orange. So I'm just picking up a stem and then matching it to the flower and setting them together. See how easy this is? Although it did look overwhelming and scary. Sitting and doing this is what I really think it's fun, and that one does not fit that. Okay, these two I have done, and I did make the mistake and glue them down. The blue one is a little smaller, so the blue one goes on the smaller one. And I glued it down before I realized that. But you can't really tell too much. Okay, we did it. Now we have to glue them down. So we'll glue them down and then we'll find the circles that fit inside. So I'm just gonna pick these up and put a little glue on the flower. These also have cut lines. I don't know if you can see that. You see the little half circles? That shows you the size of the yellow center that fits inside that one. So I just put glue on this one like that. And I think it fits no matter which way you put it. Because I have not been paying attention to that on these. I didn't on any of them. Yeah, it's like a puzzle. It's relaxing. And then when you're done, you have this beautiful card that you won't want to give to anybody because it's so pretty, you want to keep it yourself. Has anybody here never done any paper crafting? Are you brand new? Say you're a newbie. Or if you've only done one or two things. Paper scares a lot of people, which I don't understand because back in the day, everybody who had a Cricut did paper crafting. We didn't do a lot of vinyl. All the images were set up for paper. And thank you guys for all the likes. I really appreciate it. We had so many likes even before the video started. Oh, that's a good, I just saw, I think Chris said I always make 2. Yeah, I cut these out. There was no way I was going to cut out just one of these. Because it uses so little paper from each one, I cut out 2 at a time. And I was just hoping that the file would work because I didn't cut it out or put it together. And all I had to do is I had to remake the part to make that rainbow sturdier and some sticks of acetate. So I just cut those out again. And that was it. So when you're doing a project with lots of mats, but it's not taking up a lot of room on each mat, always cut more than one. Are we good? Did we do? Oh, that orange one. Okay, this might be a long video. It's already been 50 minutes. Does it seem like it's been that long? Okay. Now, this blue one gets the biggest circle. I think it's, these 2 circles are really close, but I think this one's bigger. It gets even bigger one than the gnome gets. And if you don't put the right circle in there, it does not even matter one bit. You put the circles wherever you want to put them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the gnome back because I know this circle will go in here. I put his flower on upside down because that cut is not there, which makes no difference. There. Okay, and these purple flowers, we're going to, now I'm going to set, I'm looking for, looks like these come in the next biggest. I'm looking at the circles in the center. I think these. And like I said, if you, it doesn't matter. Your flowers can be whatever you want them to be. And then these little purple ones get pretty big flowers because it matches that. Oh, this one gets a pretty big one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers, and we have 4 dots. I know the smaller ones go here. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. You go sit by your flower. This blue one gets a big one. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm just going to put this one here. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, yeah. You can use the quick stick to pick them up. Put glue on the flower. Put this back down. And if the whole thing wants to come up, the quick stick has a little thing here. You can hold that down and push it back into place because I moved it. I always forget to share the link to this. So I always forget I'm going to use it. So I'm just going one by one, putting the center of the flowers in. This was not hard. Do you guys think this is too hard? You can do print and cut on these flowers. I would do each flower print and cut, and then cut around the acetate and glue them to the acetate. Did I already glue that one? Oops, dropped it. Well, now this one has two centers. Okay, we got the flowers done. Oh, I forgot to put this part on the bottom of the gnome. Remember? This isn't the right piece. You sit over there. Yes, I'm talking to my tools. No, they don't talk back. I'm just gonna add a little glue to that, I think. Does it even got any glue on it? There. There. You can't even see it on the card anyway because it's so low. So if you lose that piece, it's no big deal. Okay. We have almost everything done. The butterflies we do last because we just choose where to put them. Okay, now we need the acetate for the flowers. Those two pieces are ones we don't use. So we have two pieces of acetate. One is bigger than the other. They're the same flowers. So now we have to put these here. And okay, we're gonna do the big flowers first. So I'm just gonna choose the big flowers. Right? Yeah, I think so. Now I'm going to go to Design Space. One of these do not get used. I think this one, because I know the two purple ones. This one is an extra flower that I just stuck back there under the rainbow. So that's just an extra one. You can do what you want with. I need to go to Design Space again. Do you guys want me to answer questions real fast? Where's the flowers? Okay, this is the small thing of flowers. This is the big one. There we go. And I like how I put one behind the others, one of the purple ones behind, and then this one in the front. I feel like it gives it more texture. How long did it take to cut the pieces? I don't know. I think it took hours. I don't know. Because there's a lot of scoring and I take out the score wheel. Okay, I am going to look through some of the questions you guys have. The glue does take longer to dry than acetate. Is there a weasel in Cricut Design Space? You can make the card pop goes the weasel. Cute idea, Joan. And can you use the new offset to make a piece to go behind it to layer it? Yes, that's what I did. If you can see these flowers, I did an offset on those. I did an offset here. I did an offset on the gnome. Oh, Shirley is finally getting her craft room set up. That's why we were all saying congrats, Shirley. Or yay, Shirley. How many pieces of paper did it take? Let me click make it. If you're like me, you can put them more than one on a sheet. Okay, so this one is kind of an off-white. These are what I did with foam. You could do felt or you could do paper. The beard and the clouds. So it took this mat, I think you can combine with this one, like I showed you in the beginning. So that would be 12 by 12 of acetate. That's white. And then that's the foam or the off-white. Then you have red, orange. This is his nose and hand. The yellow, the light green. I think you can get him on there, so it'd be just one paper of that. This is some leaves and the boxes around the front. The dark green, the blue, and the purple. And I thought I was done. And then I had to go back and do the purple. I'm like, I don't have any purple. Where'd my purple go? I never cut it out. So there's 14 mats, but like I said, you could probably get away with 12 mats. Okay. And we're going to go back here. So, oh, wait a minute. Let me show you. So I'm looking at this to put mine down. So I'm going to put that purple one down first, and I'll know where to put it because of right down here. It shows where the stems are. These orange ones, you have to lay, oh, I don't know if I did that right. Because when I did this before I put the flowers together, I had that back piece. So I would know if I was putting them on upside down or not. Because this has 2 leaves out this way, and this one has 2 leaves out that way. And I don't know if I did them that way or not, because I could have put them upside down. It's not really that big of a deal, especially for the back ones. We'll see. I forgot that. I wanted to lay them on here when I put them together. Okay, let's see what I did. Okay, so that one does fit there, and this one does not. So he is not going to match the offset because I should have put the blue part on this side so he matches the offset. Learn from my mistakes. And I knew to do that. You guys can't see that very well, can you? I did it when I did the first one. And I did the same thing on this one too. It's not a big deal. You can't hardly see it anyway. Okay, so we're gonna put down this one first. You got glue there. And then this one will go on top of it because I like it to look like it's in front of it. And then this round one will go here. It's more round. And then this one will go there, not match the offset very well. And that one will go on top. So we're gonna move these out of the way. It's really hard for you guys to see that, sorry. It's clear. So when I put things on acetate, I don't want to put big globs of glue because they'll take too long to dry. And the only way I know where to put this is the stem right down here. And then this offset matches the leaf there too. Then I'm going to put this one on. And then the middle one. And this one, I don't see the thing at the bottom, so we're going to put it up here. Let me show you up close. There you can see the offset. So you just place them, not at the very top, but just so it has an offset around it like that. Cut the flowers off at the stem and then glue the acetate. Oh, what a great idea. So yeah. See, look how you guys are awesome. So I'm cutting the stem off because I did the stem backwards. So I can flip over my flower now and just glue my flower where it goes and it matches the acetate. Look at that, you guys are so smart. Because they don't need to be attached, they're all getting glued down. Although I should probably glue the stem down first in case I go over the top of the stem with the flower. Oh man, I just put the glue on the wrong side. I'm wiping it off. Talk about mistakes. This is how you learn from mistakes watching me. Hopefully you don't make the same mistakes I do. You let me make them. So you know how to fix them or how to prevent them. That flower really wanted to go the other way. It was fighting me. There. Now it matches. Thank you for that. I just glanced up at the chat and saw that. Yes, you take the film off before you cut. I have cut it with the film on though, but it's much easier to take it off before you cut. Okay, we're done with this. And now we have the small one. This one goes in the front. I'm just going to do it the same way. We're going to cut off the stem on this one. Flip it over. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't need to. Is this right? No, I have it upside down. There, I think. No, this one's wrong. This one was right. Okay. I gotta cut off the stem on the orange one because I glued it wrong. I forgot to look out for that. This is why you watch the video before you finish, before you put it together. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this piece. Oh no, I wanna do the purple one first. And then we're gonna glue this piece on, and I'm gonna put glue on the right side. We have another whole card to do. Like I said, This is going to be a long video. We will try to get timestamps. Put this one in. So you can skip to the card you want to do. I'm going to put that up there. This is easier to just cut the stem off if it's wrong than to worry about setting it up when you're putting all the flowers together, I think. Just spreading the glue out. Okay. Let's go with the rainbow. Okay, these are pretty dry now. Now, remember, we have to set the rainbow up. I'm going to look at Design Space. Find my rainbow. So this will help me see which way it should go. I'm gonna. Do you need to offset to work when cutting this out? No, I've already done the offset for you, so you do not need it. So it looks like this pointier edge goes here on the right. This one, I think, goes here. Those orange pieces are almost the same. I think. There. And you have to kind of get them lined up. I don't know. I'm going to flip it over and see if it looks better. Yeah, I think that looks better. And we're going to do just one at a time, but I kind of want them at least to know which way goes where. So it looks like from Design Space, the pointier side goes on this right side. Because it kind of goes around the cloud. And then the green, there's like a straight edge and a slanty edge. The straight edge goes in the right side. And blue, the straight edge goes on the right side. And purple, the one I didn't even pay attention to last time. The pointier edge goes on the right side. Okay, so we're going to glue this to the acetate. And I'm just going to do one at a time. I'm going to do the red one first. I'm just going to slide these over, but keep them in the order that they're in. And we're going to place this so it still has some offset of the clear around the outside. I don't think you guys can see that in the camera, but it will go. Wait till I glue it, then I'll show you. Because it won't sit still until I glue it. And the reason I'm doing 2 of these cards tonight in one video is because I did the one in the crop and so many people wanted that card, but I wanted to show you in video. And for the people in the crop, they'd be kind of seeing a rerun. And I've been wanting to make one of these with flowers and rainbows and all of that. So I wanted to do that too. So it's just an extra long video since I won't be doing one on Tuesday. Now this orange one will get pushed right up to the red. There won't be any space between the colors. And you don't need a lot of glue. You kind of want to put it down and match up the edge. And I think I did not get enough glue on the edges here of either of these. And I might have, I wonder if I can, no. I might have put the red one down a little further on this side than this side. Oh, I think it'll be okay though. It's not perfect here, but I think it'll help the others fit. Okay, yellow. Now, if you don't have acetate, you could use like a light blue paper because the sky is blue, or white paper. You can use anything you want. And you want to push the paper up, like the yellow, up to the orange, so it's touching. Make sure I get some glue at the bottom real good. We're not overlapping them. It's just going up to them. And this is why I like to use glue, because I can push it onto there. I'll show you what we've done so far. And blue. And purple. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I mean by it just falls limp. These things will not hold it up. And I was like, oh, it has to hold it up. I have to do something because I love this rainbow. So I made this. We're going to glue this to the back. And I made a mistake on mine. I didn't glue the right side to the right side. Oh, this one's good. So you see it comes out a lot more. Can you see that acetate? How you can see 2 pieces of acetate and they don't match. But you guys didn't notice that, did you? So that's when I realized, oh, I didn't check the side. This also takes a long time to dry, putting acetate to acetate. And we're going to put it so it will be like behind the clouds and behind that purple a little bit at the top. Kind of looks like an angel. So I'm going to turn this over. And we're putting this on the back of the rainbow. Okay, now also, we have, okay, those, okay, we're good. I was like, do we have enough? Yep, we're good. I was worried about having enough of these pieces. So you should have 4 of these because these flowers come with it and the snails come with them also. These will actually be folded, well, they'll be folded back on the rainbow, and I have the rainbow upside down. This is the front. This is the back, because you can see that glue. We are going to glue this onto the glue piece, onto the acetate. So we fold this piece up so it has that little fold, and then we put the acetate at the bottom. So we're going to glue the acetate to the bottom of this. Oh, but I need I got to glue these pieces of acetate together, but I only want to do it where this glue is, where this paper is. So first, I'm going to glue this on here. Oh, you know what? Oh, it doesn't, well, I'm going to glue it in between. So I'm going to stick this in between. I'm pulling up one piece of acetate on the leg. Let's call these legs. I'm going to put that paper there. So the part that's folded goes to the bottom of that acetate. And then we're going to add more glue to the paper. And I want to make sure I can, this is a little too long. So I'm just cutting some of that one up. That's the extra layer I just added. And I'm just pushing that down. Okay, so we're going to take another one. Going to fold that up. And it's not too long on this one. It could be that they're moving because it's hard to dry the glue. So we're going to put glue on one of the acetate legs. Put the paper right on the leg. It's the same size. And then we're going to put glue on the paper. And this holds it up a little better. I also cut out more acetate sticks, I want to call them. I added more butterflies, and I did not add more of these. There's not a stick for every butterfly, I don't think. There's one for the gnome. He just sticks to the hat. And then I think I have 3 sticks for the butterflies. So there's 3 sticks for the butterfly. And I can't pick it up. Oh yeah, there's extra sticks here. Because we're going to add yet another one. This one's too long. I just want it doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom. And I'm gonna put glue down here so it hides behind the green, and I'm gonna put a little bit up here where the cloud is so the glue will hide behind that. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. So we're just adding another support. Oh, I forgot to cut it shorter. Now we're going to have to set this to the side to dry. Let's go ahead and stick a butterfly on his hat. We're just going to glue it. Okay, now let's build him. He needs support. So you have two of these. One of them has writing on it. It has a little line there. They both have score lines at the bottom. They need to match up, but they fold opposite ways. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these two pieces together like this, but we're not gluing this part down here. They're going to fold opposite ways. And we need the line on top so we know where to glue the gnome. So we're just going to add glue here. Joan is our channel comedian, Miss Superklutz. You're gonna make Lynn pee her pants. Yes, it is time consuming. Thank you, Darlene. Yeah, this gnome, he would be cute on other cards. Remember, you can copy and paste him into other projects or just hide everything else and cut him out. He is just so cute. He'd be cute on the front of any card. So now we're going to glue him to where that line is. So I'm going to put glue, and you'll see this white paper because it's on acetate. And I thought, oh, and I was going to figure out a way to fix that. But then I thought, I was going to make this whole part have acetate, kind of like I did on these flowers. It has a tail of acetate. But I kind of like the gnome by himself, so you could use them in other projects. And you don't see the white part anyway. You can't, I mean, even if you're looking for it, it's really hard to see. So don't worry about that. Okay, he is one of the last things that we put on the card. Okay, let's do this part. Oh, I need that green marker. I have my orange and my brown. Oh, I found it. It's right here. I knew I had it. So I already did this part for you. I did emboss this. You could use pattern paper if you like. You could have the Cricut draw on it, like I did my Easter card. I had the Cricut draw those lines on the paper. For this one, I used pattern paper going around. This one I used pattern paper. So this one I just embossed with flowers. And we're going to do this piece. So this and this, they're exactly the same. So it has 3 score lines, one here and one in each center here. And you want to score them first. It's much harder to do when you don't. It's like, man, I should have scored them first before I glued the pieces on. So I'm just gonna push down on the score lines to make sure they're scored well. The middle image is wider than the outside too. So I put them together and just stack them up to find out which one is bigger than the others. And I can tell it's this one. Let me make sure. Yep. So this one's going to go in the center, but I like to go around the edge. Oh my gosh, it's 9:30. I just think it gives it more of a finished look. So I'm just taking a marker. You can take ink pads. You can do this. You can do it with a Sharpie. You don't have to do this. And I'm using Cactus Green. The paper I'm using is all from Cricut. Yes, just Cricut paper, and then I embossed it. And I forgot which one goes in the middle. It's this one. So we're going to glue this one on. I'm going to do this again because I did it with the other side up and you can't see any of the green when I turn it over. You can choose whichever side you like, the emboss or deboss. Okay, that one's right. I just didn't want them different. Guess which one is bigger? Okay, it is this one. So we're gonna put glue on here. And the next card, I already did all of this. So I will not be doing this part again on the next card. I thought you guys don't need to see that twice. Okay, now we need to glue these pieces together. And I think what I've done on a few of them, I kind of made it too tight. Like on this one, like if I push it up all the way, this is kind of too tight right there. I can push it down. But I think what I did is I glued these too close together, these pieces. So instead of gluing them like right on the score line there, I'm going to just move it just to the right of the score line. So the score line's there, and I'm going to just move it over just a teeny bit. And we'll do that on both sides. I think that's what I did. Some of them are perfect and some of them are not, but they're the same cut size and everything. So you want to make sure that's even. I'm going to add more glue. And I'm going to fold it down. The reason I'm folding it down is I want to make sure it's completely even. And then we're going to fold it like this. So to do this one, you want to make sure it's flat. Show you what not to do in a second. Don't do it like this. You want it flat, so you know that when this is closed, that will be flat there. So it will fold flat. And then I like to just make sure it'll fold down on every side. Now when we do go put this on, which we do this last. This is the last thing we do. We want to make sure that the seams are on the outside because the middle ones are bigger and they will fit it better, okay? All right, so we're done with that. Okay, so now the main part of the card looks like this. It doesn't really matter if you start it this way or this way, okay? One is the front and one is the back. We are starting with the front. And we are starting with the pieces that go in these two. See these two? That is the tulips. So the tulips are in those spots. And then we have a stabilizer in the center between them. And then we have these flowers. This guy I didn't even glue in. He's just sitting there. So we're going to take the flowers and we're going to bend the bottom on the score line. Oh wait, we didn't fold this yet. We have to score this first. So it has score lines there for you. Thanks to Design Space. I'm just going to score all the score lines. And then these at the bottom get scored up. And then there's a little tab here that also gets scored up. If you watched the Easter card, all this part is exactly the same. Okay, so now it's all folded. Okay, so we're getting to these flowers now. We're going to stick these in here. So when they're down, this little piece, let me show you, you guys can see, that will fold up like that. Everything right here is going to fold up. Everything over there will fold up too, but they'll be in backwards. So we're going to put these in. And these, the flowers, this is the front, so we're going to see the flowers. When we do the back, we put the back the opposite way. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. And you want these even. When you put them down, you don't need them down all the way. You pull them because I can see some of the leaves. Okay, now these are the stabilizers. There's two of these. We're going to go ahead and fold these. You fold one piece going this way and the other one goes the opposite way. So it's kind of like a Z fold. Okay, so one will go on each side. So we have to glue this down, and what we want is we want this sitting here with the flap up that matches the other flaps here. So all the flaps down here are going to be facing up, so we need to glue this flap down here. Now this goes in between the two lines here, and it goes straight across. Make sure it is straight and in that area. I'm just going to push this down. It's got to glue there really well. Okay. And then we need this piece, which is the small flowers. But we forgot to set the small flowers up. They do not have a fold down here. So we're going to fold up the little leg. Let's call these legs. So we're going to glue this to that. Kind of like we did on the rainbow, but just not as extreme as the rainbow. And then let's go ahead and do the other flowers. I'll fold this. The ones in the back, the fold goes the other way. So we're going to glue this one on. Okay, we'll let that one dry. And we'll go ahead and put this one in. Stick it in that top hole. So now we gotta get these flowers, the ones that go on the front underneath here. We need those to be straight, not angled. Those have to be perfectly straight. And this one wants to come over this a little bit if you pull it all the way down. So I'm not going to pull it all the way down. It has to be above the stabilizer. I could have maybe put the stabilizer a little lower. So next time, maybe put that a little lower. So now we're going to put glue on all these pieces. I'm going to hold them down while I put glue on them. So now I have glue on them, on the little tabs folding up, and then we're going to slowly fold this, get that out of the way, and I kind of push it up, and I want to hold it down to let that glue dry. Spirit Junkie is asking, what is the bonus video about? So on the 4th Saturday of the month, I now have a bonus video. That video can be anything we want it to be. I'll answer questions. It will be a public video, but only members who are members of the channel can chat in that video. So you will only see the people that have the green name or the Cricut next to them will be able to chat. But I will also be live in my Patreon Facebook group, and only in that Patreon Facebook group. I won't be live other places on Facebook. So the people in Patreon can also chat, ask questions, and things like that. It's kind of a benefit YouTube has for its members to have a member-only chat. And I didn't want to leave Patreons out, so I can be live in my Patreon group as well. Okay, So now we can pull this up, and there we have that. I feel like I should have cut the bottom of this flower a little shorter. But that's where we can put the snail to hide that. So you can't tell it's too tall. Okay, we're not gluing that yet. We want to make sure it folds flat both ways. And now we're going to do the back. Okay, here comes, this is not completely dry yet. But now you see how sturdy it was. If you were here when I first put it together, this was not sturdy at all. It was flipping over sideways. We are going to put this in through these holes. And we are putting it in backwards. So then when it is folded correctly, that will be showing. It's not like on there yet, but that will be showing that way. And that is way too... You want these to be even. At the bottom and folding up. Make sure I glued all these on. Good. And so now we're going to put the stabilizer on this one. So we're going to glue that down here. So this bottom one ends up on top. Koby, we're not going outside. No. Okay. I do not know when Cricut is gonna have paperback in stock. Hopefully soon. Okay, and then we need the back flowers. So remember, we're gonna turn them over and stick them in. So we have all the tabs sticking up. Make sure they're straight. And then I feel like that's not enough glue. We're going to push this like we did the first one. Yes, Alex, Koby wants to go outside, but you're not here to help with that. No, the rainbow does not need to turn around. It is backwards. Because when we put it together, it will be in the front. So when you do the back side, everything is backwards. You can see it here because we glued it to acetate. Okay. And we want to make sure that we can fold it this way as well. I don't know what I did here. Okay. See, then when it will be like this, and it's facing the correct way now. Okay. Oh, that's gonna have to fold in the other way. Okay, now we have to put the pieces in here. So I'm gonna stick a, well, I'll just stick it to this side. We're gonna stick a mushroom here. Not too close to the edge, like I did my first one. And then I stuck a snail over on this side, and do not put it as close as I did to the edge. Maybe up a little higher even. Oh, let's add some butterflies to their sticks. I'm just going to add some glue here. Stick the butterfly on there. I don't like this butterfly. I took this butterfly away so you guys don't have to deal with him. I made him too long. I don't know what I was thinking. I liked him when I did it. And the next day I didn't like it. So we're just gluing them on sticks. Was that one on a stick? Yep. And I gave you guys an extra butterfly too. I gave you guys an extra small butterfly because I was thinking a smaller one would look really cute, like maybe on one of these flowers or something, that you could just glue it to that. My ghost is hitting buttons on the microwave. Oh, Gary the snail. He's from SpongeBob. Okay. I'm going to add this flower. Where did I add him? Oh, I added him, I think here. Oh, over here. I'm just going to stick them there. You can stick them anywhere you want them. I didn't even stick them on until I was done with the card, and then I found places to stick them. But I'm going to do it now. I'm going to stick this one. I'm putting them on the rainbow legs. I'm doing it now so you guys can see, because it's hard to see. So it'll kind of look like that, but we don't have our butterflies in. I'm going to stick this one in here. And I stick it out on the edge here. And what I did is I just put glue on the leg of this flower and stuck this in the slot. Oh, I stuck it in the slot behind the flower, not in front of it, but I put glue on the front of the leg. So it would be better behind that, I think. And you might also want, before you do this, you might want to put the gnome in there. But I want to put the other butterfly in before I do that. So the gnome is going to sit in like this. So you can kind of just set them there. So that's good. It's a good spot for him. And I'm going to put one over here. I should have stuck it behind that. I'm going to. And I'm going to cut off a little bit because I don't need it that long. So I'm putting glue on the acetate. And I'm going to stick the acetate behind the mushroom. And maybe not that high. There. And then I stuck one in the back. I could just stick it in with the flowers. So I'm just gonna leave him there for now, and I'm not gluing him in yet, so we can work on that. Okay, so now we're gonna put the gnome in. We are not gluing the gnome to this area. He is just going to sit here, and then we're gonna close this. You wanna center him in the center, or maybe you want him off to the side, wherever you want him. And then we're gonna glue these two pieces down. I'm gonna hold this shut. We're almost done with the card. So I'm holding this part shut and I'm pushing these up. There goes my butterfly that I didn't glue. And I'm putting glue on the outside of these tabs. And this is the same with the Easter Bunny card and the birthday cake. And then we're going to fold that over. And you can stick your finger in there and push down. Janice, you're going to be up all night if you're going to make this tonight. Okay, so now we also have to glue these pieces we didn't glue. Now when you do these, you want to make sure that it folds up, not down. It folds both ways. So you want to make sure this is all folding down before we glue this. And like I said with the other piece, you don't want to just hold this and glue that. You want to have it flat. So with this little tab here, we're going to put glue on that. And then we're going to press this on it. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the same thing. And flip that just on top of the glue. Oh, if you don't have patience, I don't know how you craft anything. Okay. Putting the snail right there in the front. Oh, we have to glue this too. Might as well take that snail out. Unless you're going to glue him down because he's just going to fall out right now. Okay, so now we got to make sure it folds up flat. And let's go ahead and put this on. And then we have pieces that go on the bottom, so you don't see that white like that. So remember to put the seams on the outside because the centerpiece is bigger. Now what we need to do is we need to put glue on this square and this square at the same time. Well, you know, Put it on one, flip it over, do the other one before we glue anything onto it. And then we're going to glue on this band just right here at the bottom there. Not even at the top, but even at the bottom. So I'm holding this shut with my finger here, and then I'm gonna put this up, and I'm gonna go all the way to the score line right here. Try to make that even. And I want to flip it over, make sure it's right on that side. And then we want that glue to get there really good. And then we have that. So we want to put the thinking of you on. On any of these cards, you can put any kind of a sign. It says anything you want it to say. This could be a birthday card. If somebody likes gnomes and rainbows and butterflies and all that, it'd be a beautiful birthday card. Just put a little birthday down here. Yes, you can do vinyl with these too, or do the flowers print and cut. You can do it all print and cut. Okay, now let's put these pieces on. Are you guys up for a late night? Because we got another card to do. I'm going to do the envelope first when we're done with this. Well, this is the perfect card for escape and meditation. This is not for a quick card for somebody you need right away. Stick that in. We got another butterfly. Wait, let me pop it up higher. This one doesn't want to go the other way, which is good. I made this one much better than my other ones. It's all smooth. There we go. I can push this up to go this way. And I think I'm just going to stick this in. If I can get it in. Can't figure out why I can't get this one in. I'll just cut some of it off because then it's too tall if I can't get it in any further. There. I'm just going to stick it there. I'm just going to glue it to the flowers here. Okay, maybe I cut too much off now. That will dry. There. Is that cute? I think we're done with this one. It wasn't hard to do, it just takes time. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. I did not think it would take 2 hours to put that together. Here's the envelope. This does not match any of my cards. I just chose paper for an envelope. It comes in 3 pieces. This is on my website under the type envelopes. This is the 6x8 envelope. Somebody asked for an envelope that will fit these cards, so I made one. And this has score lines. This won't take long. The next card, I don't know. I did some of it. And I don't have to do all of it. Some of it I can tell you what to do. Just so you know how to put it together. Okay. I have to remember how to put this together. Oh, I think it's all the same here. So this is going to get glued to this bottom piece, and that's hard to see. So I'm going to do it this way. Does that get glued there? Yeah, that's pretty sure that's the bottom, or maybe this is. I think this is the bottom. I remember now. So this is more straight here. I think, yeah, that will go there. This bottom piece has angles down here. So this is going to be the bottom. And then this is the back. We had to do this in 3 pieces. And I haven't test cut it. This is the first time I'm putting this together. So this does take 3 sheets of 12 by 12 paper because it's so big. The envelope is in Melody Lane Inspired Supporter Projects. If you go to type, there's envelopes. Okay, I didn't glue that together very well there. It's sticking off the edge. Do it better than me. And then we're going to fold these pieces in and put glue here to glue that. But this piece, it folds in the center. You can have it so it's like that. I think I wanted it so it was more like this. So that goes over that, and then you see this. Now you can make it so the color is on the outside, or the design is on the outside. If you want. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put glue on the inside of this. No, not the inside, the outside. I was going to do that, then I just had a thought that that was wrong. I don't know why. Right? So I'm going to... Oh no, I do want it on the inside. I was right the first time. So we're going to do both sides. We're going to fold in the edges here. Yes, this is a custom size envelope just for these cards. Let's hope it fits in. Oh, my butterfly is getting stuck. Oh, I didn't wait for the glue to dry. I might need more glue. But it will fit in there. And these rainbow ones are bigger than the other ones. And if you want, like, because that glue came up, now it's a little bubbly, which is actually good, so it has extra room. So if you want to put that down before you glue these in, you could do that, but don't glue it to the card. And then this, we're going to glue just one side. Oh, you know what? And a little bit of the other side. I want to glue right on the edge. And the glue is going to go on the front We're going to lay this down here. I'm going to add more glue here. And then I'm going to fold this over. And then you can put the address here. And you have your card. My butterfly, you gotta watch your butterfly in the back, trying to escape. And all the pieces. And then you'll want to glue this shut before you mail it. Now, this may cost extra to send. This is kind of thick, especially with the gnome with the beard and the clouds being thick foam. It might be thicker than the others. But it does work! Woohoo! It's the first time I put it together. Okay. Are we ready for the next card? Guys, I had no idea it would take this long. I have some of it done. So if you're just joining us, we are making this happy birthday card. Oh wait, when you fold them, you want them to go down. And I had to fix this one. So I like this, it's a party in a box. You got a cake, you got presents, balloons, a banner. And Jamie, I already did the shout outs. You must have missed them. She keeps reminding me to do the shout outs. So we got this all done. I'll set these things. We have some cake here. We have presents. These are our stabilizers. Got the bottom of the card. We have our banner. The banner, it has little circles. One of my circles didn't cut because I was using scrap paper and I didn't have enough paper. So it didn't cut all that. And those little circles go on here. Some of you guys in my class, oh, these are kind of big, put little gems on there. Or you can color them in with markers if you don't like dealing with little pieces. So you can do with that what you like. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the cake first. We have the teal section, and then we have the cake, and that goes on that. So the candle is teal and the plate is teal. And instead of chocolate this time, I'm making strawberry frosting. Woohoo! This is how I make cakes. And you put those there. So you just glue all these together. And I'm going to do this really fast. Don't put glue down on the plate. Glue that right on top. We're going to glue this down. And lots of you made this in the crop, which was a lot of fun. So share your pictures on Facebook and stuff. Okay, now we have sprinkles. These little pieces, this is why I put the cake together first. We also have this piece for the candle. It's just the dripping wax down. You don't really need it. It's not completely necessary. We have this piece for the flame. We have more flame pieces. I even added one just because I didn't like the flame it had. If you want sprinkles on your cake, there's little sprinkles. I'm just gonna put a dot glue, stick that down. Dot of glue. You can just put them anywhere you like. There's no specific place. I could probably look at it in Design Space and see where they put them, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's a cake. They're sprinkles. They go anywhere. Put one down here. Okay, done with that. We are going to make sure these cake pieces, now these are like the middle, like the gnome. We want to make sure these match like this. We're going to glue them together. But we are not going to glue them together down past the score line. There is a score line right down here at the bottom. So I did not put glue there. Sorry if I'm going too fast. But I don't want you falling asleep on me. On the East Coast, it's 10:15. Okay, and then we're gonna glue this on here. That was easy, right? And then this is one of the last pieces we put together. Oh, there's more to his flame. I got this piece. There's even another piece, and it's cut out of yellow. What I did is I just used a marker on that, but I'm not even going to worry about that. If you want that, you can glue it on. You can color it. You could color the flame if you want. I like my strawberry cake better than the chocolate one. See this one? I put the thing on there. I colored it orange. All right. Now let's do the presents. Oh no, I dropped a balloon. I think. It's gone forever. Oh well. Okay. We're going to get these pieces. They didn't all cut and I didn't even pay attention. The middle ribbons. We're going to lay these out. This one has 3 of them together. So I know that one goes there. And this one that looks funny like that, that one goes in the center. So it's like has a purple ribbon when we glue that on. And then we have to match up the ribbons. Let's separate the balloons and ribbons and our presents. There's one present that is really just a rectangle because I wanted one this shape. So that's going to go there. And then we can just start matching up the sizes of these. That doesn't fit there. It fits there. Look at the ribbon to know where they go. Now, it might be hard to match up this ribbon with, does that one fit there? I guess so. With the back. So I just cut the ribbons off the white piece. So I don't have to worry about that. But they do go a certain way. It's wondering if this is the right way. Yeah, that's better. That fits better. I had it upside down. And then these that have the 2 ribbons like this. No, they don't go there. Oh wait, we're missing one. Might be upside down. Yep. Does that go? Nope, that one doesn't fit that one. Must go on this yellow one. Yeah. And then this green one goes on this blue one. And this one, because I'm looking at the ribbons of how they go. And one side has a smaller hole in it than the other. So we know we can match them up with the ribbon that's on the present or the background. And this is the last one left over here. Now we can find the ribbons. And if you do it the same colors that I do in Design Space, it'll be easier. You can tell just by looking at the colors. And that's what I did here, is I went by the colors it was. I didn't change them on this one. Okay. So now we can start gluing these together. Yeah, I lost a balloon. And I'm not going to glue them on the white. Well, I am gluing them on the white. What I meant was the ribbon of the white. This card will not take me 2 hours, even though it did in the crop. I am going to glue this to the green one, I think. We could always cut it off. What I'm going to do is sneeze. Excuse me. I'm just cutting this ribbon off so I don't have to even worry about getting it straight. Okay, I'm going to glue the ribbon to this first. So I'm just like kind of dotting some glue on it. Make sure I get the bottom. I'm going to cut this ribbon off. It's not needed. And glue the gift on. Thank you for the God blesses yous. Okay, I'm going to start over here. This one, it doesn't have a ribbon on the present, so I could just actually put this anywhere and cut that ribbon off. Whoops, I need to put glue on the ribbon. Just on the strings, not the bow. And during the crop, they asked, what are the little slits? So in some of these, they have little slits in them. Those slits, because this must be an older image set, those are just to show you where the ribbon goes. Cricut always had layers with most of their images, and so you would know where the layer fits. They would put little cut marks on them, so you know how they fit. How are we doing, guys? Are you guys still awake? Anyone still here? Okay, I'm not seeing the chat move. Okay, I'm seeing it over on the other one, not on YouTube. All right, it's coming now. I think the YouTube chat just kind of stuck. Thanks, guys. Okay. This one was backwards. So I'm just putting a little glue on it and then make sure I get it at the bottom and a few dots around here. Okay, got all those done. This is going by much faster. And the rest of it will too, because if you've been watching, you already know how to do the rest of the card. Well, how to put together the most part of it. Oh, I need glue down the line. I'm just kind of guessing. Should have probably put glue on the ribbon itself. But I did pretty good. Just trying to go faster, so you guys aren't here for 4 hours. Put a little on that middle ribbon. And you can also use pattern paper for these presents. It's so pretty with pattern paper. And you know, I'm just going to cut off these ribbons. And glue this on. Okay, this one gets put in the back, so this one will be bent that way. I'm so upset. I don't know where my balloon went. Like, it's not here anymore. I felt it fall. I don't know if it fell inside in between my joy mats here. So we're just gonna have one less balloon. Koby! Okay. So, for the balloons, let's get this out of... Oh, wait. Are we missing a present? Koby! Stop it. Oh, I forgot to glue this one on. Cutting that off. No! Okay, let's get rid of the ribbons. Okay, the balloons, you can ignore the little holes. They were there and I like some going other ways. Koby, no. And now I only have 4 balloons instead of 5. Here, Koby, lick my plate. I had some eggs, so he's just gonna clean up my eggs. Okay, and so we can just put these on, but because some of them are different ways, you gotta figure out which way they go. That looks good. Wait, I'm gonna do an orange one. There's one I'm not gonna do. I don't know. Alex is calling. You're on speaker.
Hello.
Hello. I'm still working.
I know, I see that. I was shocked.
Yeah, it took a little longer than I thought.
I told you. It was going to be a while.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do green. I lost a balloon.
Of course you did. Did you have to recut it?
No, I'm not going to recut it. Like it was here a minute ago. Okay, so we got some balloons. We're pretty good so far. We got all the little pieces done. I'm going to start on this part of the box. So if you've been watching this video, you'll know how to do this.
Are you just now starting your second one?
No, not just starting. I started it 10 minutes ago.
I was watching the gnome one. I thought that was your second one.
No, that was my first.
Oh my gosh.
That one, I don't know why it took so long. It took me long yesterday putting it together. There's just lots of pieces. And, you know, you kind of feel happy and you don't go fast. I don't craft fast. Except for right now, I'm trying to do it faster.
Because it's 10:30.
Yes. And my videos are usually only an hour. It's been 2.5. That will fold this way. But this is going to go faster, you guys. We're not going to be here maybe another 15 minutes. I did all that in 10 minutes. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so we're going to do the front of the basket here. So in the front, I have this blue one is actually the very front. Oh, we have to decide. I made 2 smaller ones. So these are the 2 smaller ones. You can tell that these are smaller. So I'm gonna, these small ones, let me show you, will be right here. And they're gonna be like in where I put the cake, kind of like where I put the gnome. So they're gonna go in that area. So we're gonna move these off over here because we do that after we have all these pieces in. So we have to fold the score line up. And Irma says, Alex, don't rush your mom. She's doing fine. He's not rushing me.
I'm not rushing.
And then we're going to do the stabilizer. Remember, one gets folded this way and one gets folded the other way. And we want the folds to come up, so we're going to glue this down. And don't put it too close to the top. That's when we can't get enough room to fold that one, like I did on one of them. Want it straight across. And for those of you on Facebook, if there's anyone still watching on Facebook, you can watch the replay on YouTube. I mean, you can on Facebook too, but sometimes they're hard to find. Okay, so now we're gonna, this one's gonna go in the front. So now we're gonna put this one in. This one goes in the front because it's a little wider. That's why I wanted to make a wider one. Okay, so now this is where we have all our pieces. Just pull them down. Keep them straight. Fold all their folds down and put glue. See, we're here much faster than the last card. The gnome itself took a while to put together. Then that rainbow.
I like the gnome on the acetate.
Yeah, I do too. And I didn't have this piece folded correctly. Okay.
You're putting the stabilizers in?
Yes, I did already. Now we're gonna fold this down. Are you watching the video and you're just behind? Or you're not even watching?
I might be behind, I guess. I thought it was live, but I guess not. I try to go forward. It shows right now that you're gluing it.
Now notice on the other one, I put the front on this side, but it just doesn't matter because they're the same. Okay, now we're gonna do the back pieces. And, oh, I'm like, what goes in the back? Hold on. Oh, okay, we're not ready for the back pieces yet. Okay, there's two longer pieces of acetate. Here, I'll hold the ends so you can see how long they are. And we need to glue this paper at the bottom because we need that little fold, but I have found acetate does not fold and will not move back and forth really easy. It'll fold and it'll stay there. It doesn't want to move easily. So we're gonna fold these two legs so it has feet.
Did you at least take Koby out before the video?
Yes, and he went poo-poo.
Oh, good boy, Koby.
Okay. And we're just gonna glue this to that. Probably should have done this earlier so it'll dry a little bit. And we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, now these, well, it doesn't matter which way they go because there's no front or back to them right now because they're just sticks. We are going to glue the banner onto these after we get them on. So it's going to say happy birthday on the top of these. So we're going to put these in, then we're going to do our second stabilizer. Gonna fold these the opposite ways. We're gonna glue this in so all the pieces here will be sticking up.
And he's asking, can you use two-sided tape to glue the acetate pieces?
Yes, you could. You can use two-sided tape. Okay, so now these, I'm only going to pull down where the paper is. And put those down. Now we're going to put this in, but remember, because this is the back side, we put it upside down. But if it's going over the stabilizer, push it up a little bit because you can't have them glued together. Now we're going to put glue on all these tabs. You don't want it below that score line. Okay, now we're going to fold this out. I'm going to hold these down flat and then kind of push it up. Okay. Now, there we go. We don't have this all glued yet, but I like to check it. Okay. I'll make sure it's going to go flat both ways.
I hear you, bud.
I don't know why he's barking in my bedroom. There's no one in there. Koby! I don't know why you're barking. Oh my goodness. Is it too late? Koby, is it bedtime? Okay, wait. We gotta, yep, this is gonna be the front. So I'm gonna glue these on. Koby, that's enough. Shh. Koby! Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna add a little glue to the top of this acetate. Go back to sleeping. You're always such a good doggy.
You probably is looking for me, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I know. You want to go outside and eat worms. He like searches for worms. I don't know if they're worms, something in the ground that he just is addicted to or something. He's not even eating his regular food hardly. Do you miss Alex? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting glue on these pieces and I kind of put it underneath the banner pieces. Koby, I got nothing for you. Nothing. There's nothing to give you. You have food and you got water. You go eat it. Okay. I don't think that it's, here's Alex. Because I've talked to Alex for a long time today on the phone speaker like this. Okay, now, stop it. It's enough.
Where'd you take a break?
No, I'm almost done. Okay. I'm going to, Koby, I'm going to put these in. I'm going to glue these here. Koby.
You might have to put him in your room for a little bit.
Then he's just going to bark in there.
Yeah, but it'll be a lot quieter than right next to the microphone.
What do you want? No, we're not going outside.
Poor Koby.
You talk to the people, Alex.
So, for dinner, I went to a taco restaurant, and it was delicious.
Here. Eat some turkey. Oh, you
Part of the reason why I was not on the phone earlier. And it was raining a lot and storming. That's what I was thinking, Irma. Just give him a snack.
I did. I gave him some turkey.
Okay.
Sliced turkey for sandwiches. Okay.
Tell us a joke. I don't have a joke. I'm glad she's back.
What?
Irma says, tell us a joke. And I was like, I don't have a joke. I'm glad she's back.
Alexa might have a joke.
I am in Georgia right now.
Yes, Alex is not here in Florida. He's dog sitting.
That's a Rocky and a Sansa.
Okay, we're almost done. We got balloons. Oh, I forgot to glue this balloon on. Oh, I forgot to glue all the balloons on. Oh, man. I was so happy I got them all set this right way. Did I not glue any of them?
No.
No, I did. The green one's glued. It's the only one glued.
I am in Villa Rica. I'm about 10 minutes west of Douglasville.
Can you guys hear Alex okay?
Yeah, I'm trying not to talk super loud because I feel like I'm close to the speaker on speakerphone.
Okay. I lost my string to my bone.
Jones got happy. I was on the phone and watching, and I could hear a dog barking. I thought I forgot my dog outside.
Okay. The balloons we're going to put on some acetate.
Yeah, I did call. I called and distracted you. That's what happened.
No. And then I'm going to put some on the string to hit the acetate.
Jamie says it's actually easier to hear Alex this way. maybe when I'm there on Thursday night, I should just go in the other room for the start and just call you.
Hey, you! What is up with you?
Yeah, we had tornado watch earlier. It's currently clear. When we left the restaurant, I was talking to someone that had a Tesla Model Y next to me, and there was just lightning in like the next parking lot. Like you could feel the ground shake, and then really loud thunder.
Koby! You have to wait. Mommy's busy.
For once, I can hear Alex clearly.
Okay, I'm just gluing the balloons to the acetate and gluing some of the strings. One of my balloons are just not going to have strings. And we're only doing 3 of the balloons have acetate. Koby, that is enough. Stop it. Okay. Oh, and I should have put the presents on this side so I could glue the balloons to this side. So they're behind it, kind of, but. I'm just gonna glue one in here. So when you put the presents on, it's better if you put them on the front so you can I'll stick it back there.
Maybe I need to sit where you said in the beginning of the videos, instead of sitting over on that far side when I'm actually there.
Yeah. Now that is a mistake I just made of gluing these on the back side instead of the front side.
He's a Maltese, right?
Yes. And we'll go outside when we're done, Koby.
Don't say his name. He's not barking right now.
Well, he's sitting right here.
He just feels left out. He wants to craft too.
Oh wait, this one doesn't have a acetate. So the ones without acetate, we're gonna put on the birthday banner. And we need to stick it in the hole where the banner comes out or cut it off. There. So that's going to be behind that. Like that. And then I'm just going to glue this one on without a balloon. I mean a string onto here.
He's doing the tricky chat.
And we got one more. Stop it, Koby Obi.
He's a buttercup.
I'll stick this here.
Koby packs.
I'm gonna cut this off a little. I'll make it a little lower. Okay, now we're gonna put the cake in. We're gonna get it done in less than 3 hours for the 2 cards. Center the cake where you want it. Oh wait, we gotta do the sides first, right? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you don't glue them.
Yeah, we don't glue her yet. We're gonna put glue on these tabs. Koby! Go lay down. When I'm here alone, if he's barking and I just took him out and he has food and water, I just ignore him.
Yeah, he's just tired.
Yeah, he gets tired. And then I put him to bed and he goes right to sleep instantly.
Yeah. Like immediately. Like, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
He needs to be tucked in, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna fold this in. So that's good. We're gonna put glue on these tabs like I did before. Now, if you guys ever are crafting and you feel like you wish somebody was there, just play this video. I'm here with you crafting. How are you guys doing today?
And I'm on the phone.
Yeah, he's here
I'm
too.
here every now and then. I'm here 2.5 hours in.
Okay, now I'm gonna glue this piece. I think we're done, except for the outside. Koby has a question. What do you mean you put him to bed? He sleeps on the couch. So I just put him up on the couch. He has stairs to reach the couch.
But he rarely uses them.
I have to like bribe him with a little snack to jump up on the couch. Okay. It closes. We're good. Woohoo. Okay, now we gotta glue this together.
I agree, Emma. I almost thought the black base would look nice with this card.
Oh yeah, it would.
But you don't have one, do you?
Well, I don't have it cut out. Remember, don't go too close to the score line. Go next to it, not too close. Because I did it really good on that one because I did not go right on top of the score line like I did the others. Fold that and make sure it's good. Might need more glue there. And then bend it so you can do it this way. I don't think I did this one perfectly straight.
You're not in video. There you go.
I am. Koby!
Almost done, bud. Almost.
Okay. Now, remember, you have to have it so the seams are on the outside because of the... Koby! Come here,
Can
Koby!
this be cut in the joy?
No. They are too big.
Base?
They're too... Yeah, the base is too big. Koby! Go lay down. Stop it. Okay. I don't know which way I want it. I used pattern paper on this one. Now remember, you pull it up and get it right up here. I liked it better when you were snoring, Koby.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't even here for that.
Okay, and then these pieces are for the bottom. We're almost done. Come here.
He just wants to say hi. You have to show him in video.
What?
You have to show him in video. He wants to say hi. Oh, Trisha.
We're done. We're done. We didn't glue it very well.
Everyone wants to see him.
Okay, we did in only 3 hours. We did 2 cards and an envelope that they fit in. I am.
Oh.
You're
I didn't
behind.
see that one.
I like this one for a birthday because it's like a party. It has the cake, the presents, the balloons, the banner. You could do the banner in other colors too. I think it'd be pretty in yellow. Come here. Come here. He won't let me pick him up.
Did you make an envelope?
Yes, I did.
Nice. I saw it. I didn't see you put it in there. So.
No, I put it in there when I made it. It fits.
Okay.
Okay. Ruff, I am so sorry for the dog. I know, we'll go outside in a minute. He doesn't even have to go potty. He just wants worms. All right, okay. And he won't let me, come here. No, I say come here and he runs. He doesn't like to be held. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me on this, stop it, come here. Oh. On this long journey. And thank you for putting up with him.
You talking about me?
No. When we join your group and pay more than $5, do we get a shout out? So the shout out is a benefit to Patreon supporters of $7 or more. So there's different tiers for Patreon. Every single tier Patreon, stop it. Come here. Starting at $2, get all my files. But then if you want more benefits, they go higher. The $15 ones get a pin, and some of you just got that Let's Craft pin. I don't even have it yet. I haven't sent to my assistant so she could ship them out. I can't get Koby because he runs when I try to pick him up. Come here. He's running away. Come here, Koby. All right. Good night, guys. If you have any questions about anything, you can always leave them in the comments below or contact me in the contact form through my website, Melody Lane Inspired. Okay. You ready to go outside? You want to go outside? Okay. Go get your leash. He doesn't get us.
Toodles.
Bye, guys. Love you. Thank you.